supported me, that is for sure. Then afterwards is the friends and colleagues here. Okay, I've been here 32 years and more, but I've worked with a lot of people, and with time when I asked for help, I got help. I think that's the best thing. Okay, and I went through several areas. Battery is my first one, and then blood pressure monitors, but then cardiology and actually ECG and everything else. I think I learned from here. I'm not a physician. I started as a physicist in another environment, but then when I came here, I learned things. And batteries actually I didn't learn before here. Is that everybody can learn something as long as you want to do it. And the reason I got into battery is that first of all, I got into blood pressure monitors, and then from desktop it becomes the body worn. And for course, when you have body worn device, you have to have a battery. You cannot put in the AC line all the time. So from there, I got into batteries, and I learned everything by myself, all learning, and I talked to other people, and I went to seminars, and I went to conferences. At least one conference, it's Gordon Conference, you do the chance. There is a very good conference, and it has a lot of good things to learn. And so, talk to everybody. And one more, I would hope to give a seminar on batteries together with Karen, okay, sometime before I actually leave. So it will probably be a online or maybe a little bit of press in person, but mostly will be online. But I have not written of the or completed the job yet, so but you will soon because I have to leave in 2 weeks. So, so maybe watch for
we'll record whatever it is so we can save it.
yeah, but it's better that you can hear me and Karen and then ask questions right away and I can respond. So watch for the battery seminar.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
And when's your last day? Friday? Next Friday?
Not this coming Saturday, one more Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. It's the end of a paper. It's important to be accurate.
Charles, it was nice to hear you say that you felt supported because I remember as an early lead reviewer, I had my first original PMA and a last minute battery question came up. We were down to the wire. No one was around. I'm walking down the hallways. I find your office and you welcome me in and you sit me down and you explained everything from A to Z.
Thank you.
With no hesitation. And so I think it's very telling how dedicated you've been to all of us and the US population. So thank you for everything.
I think my first file, Linda's instruction to me when I was like, where is this standard? She's like, just talk to Charles. Which was like fall 2012.
Yeah, similar here. I started my career also in cardiovascular almost 10 years ago. I want to thank Charles being not only a good mentor, because he knows how to, what he said actually earlier, to let people understand things deeper in standards, in reducing blood pressure. So Charles, you offer me a very open window there to understand more about diagnostics and then for standards. And I think in his legacy, what it stays for me at least, is that he tried very, very consistently to support work for our cardiovascular devices, but also how standards can support this work. Especially his work in blood pressure is, I believe, monumental for what he's done in the last decades in both areas. So Charles, thank you very much.
Thank
We
you.
miss you.
One more in case we talk about standards. One reason I contribute to standards is I realize the international standards may or may not be applicable to the US situation. That's why I agree with the SIS sheet is that we say I recognize the standard completely, but for some special cases we do not recognize. And one case is IP20, water ingress. If you go to Europe, their device do not have at least do not claim to be protected against vertically dropping water. But in the US, it has to be at least IP21. And that is because we fought and got that exception, or exemption, whatever, but it's the US variation in the S3 SIS here. Another case is motion artifact. Most of the device will have, usually be on the desktop, right? But then when people begin to move around or when things get into ambulance, you get motion. And the motion can be from the patient or from the vehicle that carry the patient. So nowadays, that came in actually because from the US side, we said motion artifact has to be at least investigated or treated, whatever, but you cannot just take the stationary data, patient data, and apply it to the moving vehicle. And so that started all the motion artifact a part of the standard. And if you check the standard, there's several standards. But the lacking one is that they separate motion from motion of the patient versus motion of the vehicle that carry the patient. So motion from the patient is still not yet covered. I mean, standards do not cover that case. Patient motion, say like shivering, is not yet covered. But motion of the car or the airplane is still work in progress, but there is try to that. So him should know more about that because
Well, they've been working on for 10 years and hoping to wrap up soon. So maybe I'll shoot you an email once they've got it done.
Okay. Well, I have to tell friends to everybody for coming today and having me 32 years long. Thank you.
Thank you.